welcome back to my channel Explore with Lianna. I am Lianna and today we are going to be talking about public speaking. I'm going to be sharing with you guys a few tricks about how you can level up your own public speaking, and I will also add many bonus tips. I have added a few bonus tips, so make sure to stay till the end to find out. And make sure to like and subscribe, and if you like videos like this, comment down below. Now without further ado, let's get into the video. So the first tip I can give you guys is about how to present your voice. Many people think that just because they have a great voice and they have a good set of communication skills means that they are good at public speaking. However, this is not fully true. It's just a myth. Actually, you should know how to present your voice. This doesn't mean about how you look. Instead, it means how you project it. I'm going to show you a very simple method to see how you can do this. First of all, you should pull out your phone or a camera and start recording yourself for 5 minutes. In these 5 minutes, you can talk about anything you want. Maybe it's about the things you love, your pet, or anything like how your day went. It's all your imagination. The first step to do is after you recorded the video, you have to hear your auditory. Turn the volume up, switch off the phone and keep it down. Hear how you speak. This is called your vocal image. Here you can find the gaps between you being improvised instead of you being very less confident. This will help you improve your voice a lot. You can see whether you stress on the important words, you give the pause, anything. Just listen properly and see all the improvements you can make. This works like magic. The second step is about your visual image. I want you to mute your phone and see how you speak. This can be awkward since you're looking at yourself mouthing words instead of any voice coming out. But stick with it. Here you can see your full visual image. You can see whether you're giving expressions, where you're putting emotions and the different elements. This is going to help your communication to be engaging. Also, your hand gestures play a really important role in this visual image. I want you to give at least 2 minutes of focus onto this so it can help you make your communication skills sharp and engaging and effective. Next, you have to transcribe the video. I can't get enough of this. Make sure to transcribe. Here you can see how you speak. It's not like the auditory image. It's more like where you stress your words. For example, how many oohs and how many ahs you get. Which words do you repeat often? Where you have to alter your words. And there's also a really important point in this. Do you know what? It's the pause. You need to have a pause. You know why? Because the person, your audience, should process what you're saying. Without this pause, they're not going to be understanding even a single word you're saying. They can't remember anything. See how you're processing? Instead, if I went on like this, like everyone talks every day, like 20 to 30 times in their life, every day, like communication, everything, you can't understand anything. You can't understand anything in particular. You can't even understand what I'm saying. You have to transcribe every single thing in this. This will give you a perfect outcome and a good outline to work with. You can see where you have to improve, where you can work on, or where you can go on still but you're good. So, by doing this, you can learn how to project your voice. This helps the audience get satisfied just because of your face emotions, and with a good set of communication skills, which I've already put a video about, you can check it in the aisle right there, you can have the perfect public speaking. Here, you must have heard many effective communicators saying that you have to practice in front of the mirror. Here's what I say about it. They're absolutely right. without you knowing what you're on doing, is that like you need to have a camera or the best a mirror to see where you can improve. This is where the method comes in that I told you, the record and review. So make sure to follow that. Now we know how to present our voice. Now we have to learn about the dynamic structure. You must be asking me, Lianna, what is this dynamic structure? It sounds so fancy. No, it's not. It's very simple. Most people have a default tone of speaking, like how they speak in their ordinary lives and how they speak in front of an audience. Here, that's completely wrong. You can't expect me to go to a coffee shop with a friend and be like, oh, hey, hi there. I'm going to be talking about this in a very formal way. Because they're going to be thinking that I'm insane. Instead, you can also not expect to see me coming on stage and being like, hello, today I'm going to talk about communicating and I'm very enthusiastic. You're bored already. You want to take your phone and scroll. So here's where the dynamic structure comes. This is based on two things. One, speed or pace. Second, volume. The speed and pace is really important here. So when you're saying something slowly, it means you highlight the important point. For example, I'm telling you to practice in front of the mirror. I can't be like, okay guys, this is the next method. I want you to practice in front of the mirror. You're gonna forget that when I'm going on with the next thing. Instead, I'm like, okay guys, so the next method is you have to practice in front of a mirror. Here you take that in, you write that down, you feel that's important. But the speed should also go higher when you're going on the subconscious text there. And for volume, you need to just go high pitch on the more important things, and you can go a bit lower pitch while you're going with subconscious text. So for example, I'm saying here that, so the next method is you have to practice in front of a mirror and then you go on with the rest of your life. So you can see where I highlighted the practice in front of your mirror part. So this is called the dynamic structure. This helps you engage with your audience. Now since you have the presentation and dynamic structure, that's pretty much it. But there's also a few more important elements you need to add to make this potential to be on its fullest. Now we have covered pretty much the basics. Let's go with the next thing. You might be asking how to answer questions. Of course, when you're doing public speaking, you will have follow-up questions, maybe something complex as well. But I'll show you that in the later on video. So here, many people know the answers of the questions, but they do not know how to structure it. They just go on straight with the answer, which makes others feel a bit more blank on what the question was and what the answer is. So here I use a technique called the sandwich technique. It might sound silly, but it's not. It's really important. Here what you see is, first of all, for example, you get a question, how do you criticize someone without hurting their feelings? Like your feedback. Here you're going to start off in a positive way. You're going to say, give a positive remark about the question, like, oh, that's a great question. So I hope everyone learns from this. And then you go into the answer. I approach them nicely, and first of all, I give them a positive remark about their work, and then I go with the feedback. This just makes the sharp trigger a bit more blunt, so it helps them not to get hurt too much. And then you go with your own feedback for that question. So you'll be like, yeah, I really like this question since it points out this, that. And then you also end it with a positive note. Like, oh, okay, that was a really good question, and I want to talk about this, that, and then just go on to the next thing. This is going to help the learner or the audience feel satisfied with the answer, and it's going to also help the rest of the audience to like what you're saying. This structure is really important, and it's also going to help you make sure it's effective whatever you have given the answer. Now we learn about presentation, dynamic structure, And the sandwich method. What's left? The variety of speech. Even though we almost finished everything, this is gonna help the speech go to its full potential. Like now, all the three things we learned, if we say that together, it's gonna be like, hello everyone, today I'm gonna talk about this. Oh yeah, that was a great question. Yeah, let's end it with this. You know, it feels really good, but it's not complete. So with the variety of speech, it's going to be perfect. So what is this variety of speech? It's very simple. It's just a number line. It's weird, but it's just a number line from 1 to 10. This is about the pitch you speak into. If we go with 2, you're going to go really slow. You're going to start with, hello everyone. So today I'm enthusiastic about this topic. I really want to speak to you about this. You're bored. I know you're bored here. But if you go to a 9, you're going to be like, hello everyone, today I'm going to talk about communication speaking. Yeah, this is that. You can't understand whatever's going on. There's no pause. You're going to think, how is this person even breathing? If you go with the number 6, it's going to be like, hello everyone, today I'm going to talk about communication. I'm going to give you a few tips. Now you're a bit engaged, but still it's a bit too fast for people. Here, what I want you to do is experiment with different numbers on the line graph. So varieties of speech. When it's important, slow down to a 2 and make your speech louder. When it's subconscious text, you can go with the 9 or faster speech. This is going to be really rare. Like, it's just the essence in your speech. And then when you go on a 6, this is how I am talking. This is going to help the audience engage. So guys, that was it, and I hope you really like this video. Comment down which video you want next. Make sure to like and subscribe. Bye explorers.